Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream and welcome back to my channel. Today we are celebrating 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and it's so weird to say that, and I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. I'm so excited. It's just such a crazy number to like wrap my head around. I don't even know what to say other than thank you. I am so appreciative of every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Let me pull up some things here on my screen. We're just going to hang out today and play some Dreamlight Valley, and I'm going to answer some of your questions. I do have some questions written down that you guys left me on some of my recent posts about the live stream, so I'll answer those, and I'll take questions from you guys in the chat as well. So let me just say hi to everybody. Oh, I see Carol. Hi, Carol. And Blood Topaz. Hello, hello. Those are my members. Let's see. Allison. Allison, I think was the one that you said your birthday is today. Happy birthday to you. Lady Dark Gaming. Hey there. Love your content. Watched your past videos. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. 10,100 and some now. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. It took me a little while to schedule a live stream. I am sorry about that. Hi, Willie. Hi, Joe. Welcome. Thank you guys for coming. Do you want to see where I'm at with the star path? Because I am a little bit behind what feels like everybody else. Hang on. Is my green screen being weird? Yeah. As usual. Okay, so let's look at the rewards. So I've done page 1 of completed, and that's about it. I'm working on all the other pages still. So I don't know, I would consider this about halfway through the main star path, and then we'll start working on this bonus star path as well. I really want this house, you know, it's really kind of messed up that they put this house all the way at the end. It is so cute. I love it. Lady Dark Gaming. I'm going to look at your channel. I'm very interested. I love your YouTube name. Yeah. So here's where I am with the star path. I'm thinking that what I'll do is work on this while I'm talking to you guys, and then I'll just answer some questions in between the things that I do on here. I barely got the Santa hat. It wouldn't rain in like 3 days in my valley, and I was stuck on the last Santa fish. But yesterday it rained, and I ran to get the fish. Do they only come out when it rains? Gosh, I don't even remember. I know when I was trying to show it in my most recent video that you can catch the fish, even though even if you've already caught them, you can catch them again this year. And I could not find one of those circles. Is it because it needs to be raining? And I just forgot that? Oh. Oh my gosh, you blew through that star path. Holy cow. Yeah, I feel like I'm way behind. But okay, let's see. First, let's figure out what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to fish. I think I'm in the glade right now. Yeah, I'm going to fish for tuna, which I feel like was in the blue circles, but I don't fully remember. And I'm not going to have my headset on, so I'm not going to be able to hear the game. I just didn't feel like dealing with it, and I'm mostly just chatting with you guys today. Okay, that's a squid. Oh, okay, the puffer fishes. Okay. Alright, let's see. If you guys have any questions for me that you would like me to answer, please leave them in the chat. I am going to answer a couple that I have written down here first. I know that 2 of my members are here, but I'm gonna read your questions that you left on one of my posts. Okay, so Blood Topaz, you asked me what games are you going to try out, and I'm assuming that you were talking about my channel, like this channel, what other games I was going to try out and play on here, or do you just mean like in general? But on this channel, I mean, this channel is just going to be Dreamlight Valley. For as long as Dreamlight Valley is popular, that's going to be what this channel is pretty much about. I've occasionally posted other things on here, but they don't do very well. Like nobody really watches them. So, oh yeah, this sweater I didn't realize was a Touch of Magic item. I had no idea, but I kind of like it white, so that's how I'm wearing it right now. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh shoot. Oh yeah, so on this channel, if I play any other games on here, it would probably be like a Disney related game. Like I was thinking about streaming Kingdom Hearts on here. And I was thinking about just playing some other Disney type games. I did want to play Disney Speedstorm more on here, but I got very few of you actually wanted to see that. So I don't know if that's a thing that I'm gonna do. I don't know. I feel like every once in a while doing like a little catch up with Disney Speedstorm, talking about a new update or something would be fun. But I don't know if there's as big of an interest, at least with the people who watch my Dreamlight Valley videos. I don't know if you guys actually want to see Speedstorm or not. Oops, hang on, let's see. Yes, and I do have a horror channel as well. So with that channel, I have a few games on my list, actually, of things that I would like to play. But I'm thinking about, with that channel, just making it more horror related in general and not just, oh, see, there's one of the Christmas fish things. Making it not just about games over there, because I do like talking about horror movies too. So I thought it might be a good place to do, horror games, but also movie reviews and movie tier lists and things like that. Because I want to do that too. So I don't know, but I'll tell you one game that I'm really dying to see is the new Jurassic Park game. There's no like release date for it yet, but I want to play that game so bad, and if I play it, it's going to be over on that channel probably. But I don't know if you've seen it. It's Jurassic Park Survival. It looks so fun. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is really great, and I know that there are a lot of people who like this game that also enjoy Kingdom Hearts, and I think I mean, I've played all of the games, and it's not one that I feel like I'd want to make like tutorials about or anything like that. I just want to play it. So I think I would I can't get to that freaking circle. I think I would probably just live stream it. I think that would be fun. Okay, I can't get to that circle, and I think Ursula's house is blocking another circle. Hang on, let me read the chat. Let's see. What is your horror channel called? So that is actually linked on my main channel. If you go down to the bottom where the featured channels are, it's there, but it's just called JamieGames Horror. And I'm thinking about changing the name. And I also haven't posted on there in a really long time. So there's not a lot to watch over there, but I do have some videos up over there if you want to check them out. Let's see. I was looking at your Discord. Yeah, the Discord is such a good place to hang out and talk with people, but I am really bad at Discord, and I really need to put it on my phone, but I've just never been a Discord person. Really, I was never a PC gaming person until like a few years ago when I started doing this. I got this computer and I started playing PC games. I mean, other than the ones that I like grew up on, like The Sims and stuff. It's called JamieGames Horror. and it's linked at the bottom of my YouTube page. If you just go to my YouTube channel, all the way at the bottom, there should be featured channels, and you can find it in there. Yeah, Jurassic Park Survival. So there is a trailer for it, but the release date is to be determined. But it looks so perfect. It's like if you grew up on Jurassic Park and you love it, this is the game that you've been waiting for your whole life, like me. It looks so good. I cannot wait. Carol says, did you have a fun Christmas? I hope everyone did. I'm glad for the time off work. Yes. So my boyfriend, Jim, he's had off. He has off a lot for Christmas. And it's been so nice to have everybody just home and enjoying each other's company. We have a pretty decent sized family. So we had, I think, 3 days in a row of family visits and present opening. And it was a lot, and a lot of food. A lot of food has been had over the past few days. I'm like kind of sick of it at this point because I've leftovers for days. Oh, Carol, you've seen some of my horror videos. Oh, I'm so glad. I didn't know that you liked the horror. And it's so funny because I always think it's like silly that I like horror movies and horror games, and then I also like Disney, Disney Dreamlight Valley. What's your tip for content creation? Oh Lord. For like maybe starting a YouTube channel, I would just say being consistent. You don't really need a lot of fancy things to start a channel or to start making content. You can literally use your phone if you're like, you know, doing the TikTok thing or vlogging or anything like that. The gaming stuff is a little bit harder because you're, you know, recording game footage and stuff. But I would just say if you, oh my goodness, I would just say being consistent and posting on a schedule. I don't know why I can't hit this circle to save my life right now. Let's see. Hi, Jamie. This is my first time catching a live of yours. Oh, thank you, Abigail. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope that you enjoy. I'm very awkward, and I never know what to do on live streams. Even though I love doing them, and I always want to do live streams, I'm always like, oh no, there are people looking at me. Now what do I do? Oh, there are a lot of Jamies on YouTube, I guess. So if you, like I said, if you just go to my regular Jamie Games YouTube channel and you go down to the bottom, there's a bunch of featured channels at the bottom, and mine is linked there, and you really can't miss it. It looks exactly like Jamie Games, with the same kind of profile picture or whatever, and it just says Jamie Games Horror. It looks just like my main channel. But yeah, and I don't link it in every video because I just didn't really think that many Disney people would be interested. But yeah, maybe I'll, yeah, I mean, the best way to find it is just to go to my main channel and look at the bottom. Let's see. I'm a horror fan. I watch the movies. Never played a horror game though. I mean, I used to I used to watch my brother play a lot of horror games because I liked watching the story and everything, but I'm like so anxiety riddled that I didn't want to be the one actually playing it. Like I used to watch him play the Resident Evil games, which I mean I can play the really old ones, but oh my gosh, I panic. I panic and die. So, and that's mostly like my whole horror channel. It's just me like freaking out. Oh, thank you for subscribing to the horror channel. Top 3 horror movies. Ooh, gosh, that's That's a toughie. Um, I think that I would have to say first would be the Halloween franchise, like the old Halloween movies. Um, just because they're like my comfort horror movies that I can watch at any time, and I watch them every year. Um, let's see, what other horror movies do I really like? I mean, I watch everything, so it's really hard to narrow it down to a few that I really like. I don't know if you would consider the Alien franchise horror movies, but that would be another one that's really up there for me. I really like the whole Conjuring universe. Those are really fun. I don't know. I'd have to really think. That's one I'd have to actually think about. Carol says Halloween 2. That's so specific. I have to say the whole Halloween franchise because it's such a wild franchise of movies. The background is a darker purple. Yeah, on the horror channel. Oh, Keyblade Master Dan. Have I said hi to you? Hello. Thank you for being here. You're playing Fatal Frame 2. I've never played that. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. I'm very bad at doing multiple things at once. Let's see. Leave it. Oh, I should leave it to the people to. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I get very like nervous and I'm just like, oh, nobody wants to see that. And the horror channel is really fun and I was having a lot of fun when I was making those videos, but as my toddler has become a toddler, I have less and less time for making videos and stuff. And I'm hoping that changes when my office is finished, because I'll be able to work into the night or at night a lot easier. So hopefully I'll be making a lot more content when that's finally finished. What's one of the things that you're excited about for the 2025 roadmap? Ooh, with I know Skull Rock. That is probably, I'm going to say Skull Rock because I have been making videos about like, oh, we're going to get to find out what's in Skull Rock. And I've been doing that like over and over again, thinking that, you know, the next update. And like it never happens. And then I'm like, oh God, I'm so sorry. I keep making videos about this and nothing's happening. But yeah, I'm really excited because I really, really hope that it's like a new area, like the mines, you know? Like I hope it's a whole place that we can go and do more mining, and I really hope that Peter Pan is in there. I'm pretty sure that he is, just based on the hint that they gave. Lady Dark Gaming, I feel like we have a lot in common. I have anxiety, but I feel like that's kind of what makes the horror game videos fun, because I am so on the edge and I do scream a lot because I do in my day-to-day. Like my boyfriend could like come around a corner and I'm like, ah! And I do it all the time. So it's pretty hilarious. Oh, the Scream movies. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot about Scream. This is what I mean. Like I can't just pick one thing. And I on TikTok lately, I've been like in my feed, I've been getting all of these Matthew Lillard like compilation videos of him just being adorable in the Scream movies, even though like we're not supposed to like him. But I met Matthew Lillard once. He's like the cutest and sweetest man ever, and I wanted to meet the other guy, Skeet. I wanted to meet him too, and I hope that I get the opportunity to do that. I do a lot of like horror conventions, and I try to meet a lot of horror actors because it's my hobby. Tanny Games, hi! Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad to see you here. Dan's favorite horror movie is The Grudge, the original, of course. Yes, that's a really good one. Carol said The Grudge is goof. Good. I was like, it's goof? What? Hang on, I'm trying to catch up, you guys. Oh my gosh. Lady Dark Gaming, we're gonna be best friends. It was like a lot easier to make videos when my toddler was a newborn because he was just, you know, he was laying around and sleeping. I could put him down and he would stay there, you know? But now it's like, that's not happening. There's no way that I'm able to play games or do anything like that with him around because he's a very demanding little baby. Tinkerbell or Peter Pan? I think Peter Pan's going to be in Skull Rock, but if we also got Tinkerbell, I would be very happy about that too. Claire, hi, how are you? You're currently on vacation and currently poolside. Oh my goodness. I wish, man. I wish I was in Disney World right now by the pool. That would be so great. Although I don't know if it's quite pool weather. I actually don't know what it's like in Orlando right now. It could be. Who knows? It's weird there. Let's see. I get the impression the Seven Dwarfs are going to be in the mine. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, and there's a lot of places in the mines where it like kind of leads to nothing. Sorry, you guys are just looking at my, like a blank screen. In the mines, there are a lot of places that like lead to nowhere that I think they could easily turn into something. Could easily make those entrances to places, you know. Sorry, let me replenish and start fishing again. I was doing stuff, and I got caught up. Hi, Crystal. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Peter Pan is a popular character, but he's also a minor character that Disney made it happen that way. Really? Is Peter a minor character? He has a whole movie. Yeah, Tinkerbell is iconic, but see, here's the thing with characters that are that high in demand, like Tinkerbell, Cinderella, Snow White, Aurora. I think all of those characters are going to be behind paywalls. And I'm sorry to say that, but I think that that's the case. I mean, Aurora, you have to have the Storybook Vale DLC to get her. You know, who was it? Rapunzel. You needed Eternity Isle. So, I mean, that's definitely how it's going to be. And I feel like Tinkerbell might be the same kind of way. Unfortunately. Let's see. Tanny Games. Matthew Lillard is awesome. It's been like 10 years since I met him at this point, but I've seen him a couple of times at the conventions that I've gone to. I had the opportunity to sit in on a Scream panel, and I didn't do it because I had... It was a funny story. We had just sat through a panel with Bruce Campbell and Ted Raimi, and it was so good, but it was so unbelievably crowded in the place that we were at. So after his panel, I had to get out of there. And so I missed the Scream panel, but it would be such a fun thing to do. But yeah, I'd love to meet Matthew Lillard again. He's such a gem. And this was at a horror movie convention on the East Coast called Monster Mania. They have a bunch of them over here. He's so good as Shaggy. Yeah. Annette, hello. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. Hook, maybe. Let's see. Also, what are the new kittens' names? Oh my gosh. So, originally I wanted to name them Sora and Riku. So cute, right? And it would have worked out just fine. They're both boys. But the gray one, I don't know why, in my brain, every time I looked at him, I just thought of the name Thomas. Like, I just wanted to call him Thomas. So I started calling him Thomas. And I was like, well, it's fine. I can still name the other one Sora. So I named the black one Sora. But Sora was kind of hard for the rest of my family to get behind, and it just didn't stick. We just kept calling him the black one. And so I was like, okay, this isn't working. And one day I was holding him and we were in like the sunlight, and he looked very chocolatey brown to me. So I was like, oh my gosh, you look like dark chocolate, and I kind of want to call you Hershey. And that stuck. Now we call him Hershey, and I call him Herschel sometimes. And that's their names, Hershey and Thomas. So that's how that happened. Oh, you're in Palm Springs. That's so awesome. Oh, it's 77 in Orlando right now. That's still great. Oh my God, I'd be so happy. And it's always raining in Orlando, but it clears up really quick. Like it'll like rain and storm really hard, and then it'll be like sunshine and beautiful. It's like, that's just how their weather is there. Oh my God, Portuguese Barbie wifey, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, my dad is half Portuguese. And I just learned, somebody asked me recently, because I had mentioned that a while ago, and somebody asked me like Brazil or Portugal, and I was like, I have no freaking idea. And then I asked my dad the other day, and he was saying Brazil. So, which is really interesting. My grandmother, she was 100% Portuguese. Wait, did he say Brazil or did he say Portugal? Oh crap. I don't remember now, but it's weird because like, I guess they're all, everybody, I mean, I guess it's Portugal is like the original, but my grandmother, she didn't even live there. She lived in Hawaii actually most of her life, so, or growing up, that's where she lived. It's a little fun fact for you. See, Peter is a minor character in the Disney company. Tinkerbell is iconic and all over the place. That's true. You are right about that. Lizzie, hi. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming. Annette, you're from Canada? Oh my gosh. I really would like to go to Canada sometime soon. Soon as in like the next 10 years. I have so many like places on my list. That's one of my questions, actually. I think Carol asked me on one of my posts was where would I go if I had a ticket to anywhere. And I think Canada is like a really good option, mainly because I'm terrified of like long flights. But if I was going to do a long flight somewhere, I'd want to go to like the UK. I'd want to go to Japan. I want to go to Australia, but like strictly to go to the Australia Zoo and nowhere else. Because I don't like bugs or spiders, so I just want to like go to the zoo and then leave. But like the Australia Zoo is like one of those bucket list things for me. I know, it's always raining for me in this game. I don't know what it is. Like whenever I'm filming or doing a live, or even when I'm just like playing by myself, it's just always freaking raining in my valley. When I'm trying to do a dream snap, especially, that's when it really likes to rain. It is what it is. Rock's Playground, hi, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Lady Dark Gaming, you're in Texas? Oh, I've always wanted to, I've always wanted to visit Texas. But you're from Palm Beach, that's so funny. I've always wanted to visit Texas. I feel like I would really like it there. Although I'm very sensitive. I don't like the heat. I don't like extreme heat, and I don't like extreme cold. So, you know. But I really would like to visit there. I think it would be fun. I want to go everywhere. I really, really enjoy traveling and seeing new places. Carol, when you were in Disney in November, it only rained once. Oh, that's lucky. But like I said, I feel like anytime that I've been to Florida, I lived there for a little bit as a kid, but I don't really remember like what the weather was like when I lived there. But anytime I've gone to like Disney or whatever, it's usually like rainstorms don't last all day like they do where I am now. Where I live there, if it rains for days. You can tell that I'm Portuguese. Somebody asked me if I was Puerto Rican one time, and I was like, I look so white. Like, I don't know how people can see this sort of thing, but and when you look at my dad, you can definitely tell. But I didn't think that I really, I mean, I do have a lot of my dad's features, but I don't know. I can never tell these sort of things. Jamie, fun fact of the day. Annette is French English. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I would love to go to Canada. I really would like to go to Niagara Falls. Like, I could very easily go to Niagara Falls, like, in New York, but everyone that I've talked to about it says that it sucks on that side and that you really want to be on the Canada side. So I'd like to do that sometime. It would be a very feasible trip. That's like a trip that I could definitely do. Oh yeah, Captain Hook. I had a theory a long time ago that Captain Hook was going to be in Skull Rock and that we were gonna get him. This was way back when we had the Villains Star Path, or it was like a Villains or Halloween Star Path or whatever. I really thought that we were gonna get him then because they've been hinting at Skull Rock since the game started pretty much. So like I really thought that's what was gonna happen. Japan would be so cool. I really just want to go to Tokyo Disney, to be honest. That's like the main thing I want to do there. But I really enjoy Japanese culture. I think that it's so cool looking there. I would love to just see so much of it. I think it would be so neat. Jim, my boyfriend Jim, he's been to Japan like a long time ago. But I was not so lucky. If you love horror, definitely come to the UK. It's looking like Silent Hill here right now. Oh God, I do want to go to the UK. One of my places that's on my list of places I'd like to visit. Oh God, what's happening with these fish? Am I like not connected to the internet? No, I am. I don't know what's going on with these fish, but it looks like they're stuck like that. That's weird. Let's see. But yeah, the UK is definitely on my list of places I'd like to go. I think I told you when I was watching your live, I was like, I love the British accent. I could listen to that all day. You thought I was Puerto Rican too? That's so crazy. Because I was like, it was somebody I worked with a long time ago, it asked me that. And I was like, what? I was like, okay. Crystal Puff, that's my brother. Thank you for coming to the live stream. I don't know if you guys remember when Chris and I did we did our sibling rivalry videos where we played Disney Speedstorm together. I have those in a playlist on my channel. So fun. Chuck Tracy, hi, welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. Canada in the summer is great, I heard, but other than that, Canada is very cold. Yes, I've heard that it's very cold there. Oh wow! You know, I was just talking to my son because my son was asking me like what we are, and I was like, you know, I have always wanted to do one of those DNA tests where they tell you, but I don't know. Like, are those legit or are they like a scam? I don't know. If you guys know which, like, what brand or how to do that, you should tell me because I really would like to see. Oh, Claire, you had a facial. I've never had a facial. I've never had a spa treatment. Other than, like, getting my nails done and getting, like, a pedicure. That's it. That's the only thing I've done. Oh, Will! I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, thank you. I know. They have been talking about Skull Rock since, like, literally the beginning of the game. So it's got to be, like, a whole area. For them to have needed this much time to work on it, I feel... Because I feel like it's probably gotten pushed out, right? Like, because they were hinting at it for so long, they probably just kept putting it off farther and farther. It's got to be, like, a whole new area or something. Jim, yes, that's my boyfriend's name. Actually, his name is James, which I think is so funny because when I was a kid, my brother used to call me James, like to try and get on my nerves. So, James and Jamie. I wonder if he's actually listening to my live stream right now or not. Either one of them. Jim or Chris. Oh, it's very foggy there right now. Yes, I've heard that it's very, like, rainy and foggy there. But that's okay. I would still British. I would still British. Wow. I would still visit the British, I guess. I would still British. I'd British if I could. What am I even saying? Oh, Lord. Are you excited for Aladdin and Jasmine in a few months? Yes. I think it's so odd the way that they're doing these expansions where, like, the characters don't necessarily make sense for the area. Like, Hades makes sense in Storybook Vale because in Mythopia, it's like, it's all like, you know, Hercules themed. Like, his whole area is themed to him. That makes sense. You know, Maleficent, I really thought was going to be a main valley person because of the Forgotten Lands. So I thought that she just went with the Forgotten Lands, but apparently not. I thought it was weird to have, I thought that the characters for Eternity Isle were kind of weird, and it didn't really make sense. And then you had Jafar, and I was like, well, why don't we have Aladdin and Jasmine with Jafar? That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I guess it's just a way to spread everybody out and, like, divide everybody up so you feel like you have to buy all of the expansions to get the people that go together, you know? Darthstone! Yes, Darthstone has been a member for 13 months. Now, okay, question is, did that just, like, pop up on its own, or did you do, like, a super chat? Is that what a super chat is? Because I don't know what I'm doing. So it like, highlighted on my thing here. Was that something that just happened, or did you make that happen? Because I'm, like, so confused about it. Or did you just, like, enter the chat and that's what happened? But anyway, hi, it's nice to see you. Thank you so much for being a member for so long. I cannot even believe that. Bill Clinton is a fan of mine, apparently. I don't know if that's the real Bill Clinton. Alright, hang on, I gotta scroll back up. You'd like to go to Mohawk College for broadcast and journalism? That would be amazing. It's like one of the many careers that I, like, thought about when I was young. Canada is a lot closer to Santa Claus than we are. Oh, Carol, thank you. Was that a super chat? I don't know what all of these things are. But thank you. That was so nice. I answered that. Okay, hang on. Let me let me catch up with you guys. Carol says my dad is tracing his family tree. He's way back. Also done DNA. He's 95% Irish. I don't know if I'm making this up, but I feel like there's Irish in my family somewhere too. But not that much. Wow. I'm pretty sure I'm just a big mixture of a lot of things. James and Jamie. Yeah, Skull Rock's got to be a big area. It has to be. Irish and Scottish are very similar. Yes. I'm ashamed to say, like, I don't know a lot of the differences. My brother says we're part Hawaiian and Irish. I thought we had some Irish in us. I wouldn't necessarily say that we're Hawaiian because even though our grandmother grew up in Hawaii, she was 100% Portuguese. So I don't know if you would consider us Hawaiian because of that. Also, Bill Clinton says hello. Oh, okay, Dartstone, you made that happen. That's awesome. Okay, I wanted to know because like I never know what's going on. I'm like such an amateur at the whole live streaming thing. Yeah, I definitely think they spread the characters out among the DLC so that you feel like you need it to reunite certain characters with the others and to like complete your collection. It's like it's just a way to get you to spend money, which I'm willing to do. How young do you think I am? Because I'm not that young. I have a teenage son and a toddler. That's a super chat. Hey. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's my first super chat ever, Carol. That's so amazing. Thank you. So nice. Teddy, hello. Just wanted to say hi and that you're grateful for DDV streamers. Aww. Oh, thank you so much for that. That's so kind. I wish that I could stream more often. Hopefully I will. Maybe I'll get better at doing it. I'm kind of all over the place. You guys are staring at a blank screen again. Sorry. Yes, you would be correct about that. Well, late 30s now, but I'll let y'all believe whatever you want. All right, let's see if I have any more questions because I know that Carol asked me a few questions and I wrote them down. So, oh my gosh, I have a bubble in my throat. Tommy has been watching my videos from day one. Oh my God, thank you. That's so sweet. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming and for commenting. It really helps me and it means a lot. All right, Carol asks, are you a morning person or a night owl? And I don't think I'm either one. I like to go to bed early and I like to get up late. So I wish I was a morning person. I used to be. I used to like get out of bed at like 5 a.m. and be ready and excited for the day. But the past few years, oh, it's been rough. I've become very zombie-like in the morning. That's for sure. I'm very tired. How do you like to spend your weekends? So, weekends with kids, you know, we just like to hang out. And I always try to plan like outings and stuff. I'm always looking for things for us to go do together. Weekends without the kids, we very much enjoy going to movies. We like going to different restaurants. And honestly, we like just binge watching our TV shows at home in the silence. People say I look 32, which is very specific. You know, I was jumping on like the bandwagon of talking about how millennials just look great. And then apparently that became very cringy to do, according to all of the people on TikTok. They made fun of me for talking about it. So, I try not to talk about it anymore, but that is a thing that's always happened with me. But I looked young even when I was young. Like when I was in my 20s, I looked like I was a teenager. Like I looked very young. So it's just now that I'm starting to look like a grown up, I think. And people definitely treated me as such when I was in my 20s, for sure. We need the incredible Star Path. I enjoy your stream. Oh yeah, they like The Incredibles, like the movie. The Incredibles, yeah. I think there was like a Pixar Star Path. That was the very first one, and I think there was some incredible stuff in there. And that Star Path was the one and only Star Path that I did not complete. Because I had just started. I started the game literally 2 weeks after it launched. So that was like the only things I missed were the people that started like right when it launched. Sorry, my brain glitched out for a second. What am I doing? Okay, I need more tuna still. Okay. Incredibles 3 is being made. Is it? I did not know that. I liked The Incredibles. It's not like a movie that I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to watch that with my kid. It's more like a movie that I forget exists until I watch it. I'm like, oh yeah, I like this movie. Yeah, maybe they'll put out a Star Path that like corresponds with it. I'm wondering if they're gonna do anything like that with Snow White. Which I totally meant to record like an what is it called? A reaction video for the trailer for the Snow White movie. Because I have a lot of thoughts about that. And I'm not thrilled with the way that movie looks. It just does not look like it's gonna be what it should be at all. Which I wish that Disney would just stop trying to do. What is going on with these fish? But I wish that Disney would stop trying to do like live actions and like remakes and stuff like that and just do like new things, because I just am not a big fan of the live action movies. Except Aladdin. I really enjoyed the live action Aladdin. I did like that one a lot. But again, it's like a movie I watched like once. I don't really need to watch it again, you know? Oh my god, the AI dwarves. Ugh. Terrible. They are the scariest friggin' things I've ever seen in my life. Like, why would they do that? So bad. I honestly could not tell you what even happens in The Incredibles. I mean, maybe the first movie, but I literally, like, I don't remember. I don't remember what happened in those movies. Oh, God, that's not right. Oh, okay. And, like, that whole thing with Rachel Zegler, like, it made me not a fan of hers, but, like, I feel bad, like, writing her off because of, like, her bad PR training that she got. I just, I don't know. Because there are a lot of movies that she's in that I would like to see, but at the same time, it's like really hard to get that out of my head that she like just was so terrible at promoting Snow White and just like insulted the movie so hard. I don't know. The Little Mermaid 4. Are there 3 Little Mermaids? I don't remember. Look at all these glitched out fish in my glade over here. I know, I'm just not a live action remake person. Yeah, she was mean about the guy. Like, not that wasn't even the worst thing that she said. And I feel kind of bad because I think my theory is that she had a lot of people around her saying all this stuff, you know, and she has a lot of yes people around her, I think. And they were hyping her up and saying, "Oh my God, like this is so good for women, and you know you're a strong like female lead," and you know just really trying to hype up the whole like girl boss thing. And I think that that's why she went out and said everything the way that she did, not realizing how much it was an insult to the original movie. Because she straight up, I think she said she had only watched Snow White one time and it scared her. and like kind of made fun of the way that the story was written because it was written in the 30s, you know, and just talking about how outdated it was. And it just like, it just gave me like a bad taste in my mouth, you know. And it was just like so insulting to the character. It's like, well, shouldn't someone who really loves Snow White and appreciates the character be the one playing her? I mean, she's in an iconic princess role in a movie. But yeah, I think too many people were telling her certain things, and it had her out there saying all kinds of stuff. If she had a better team of people telling her the kind of you know how to respond to certain questions, I think she might have not said all those things the way that she did. I really wanted to see the Hunger Games movie that she did, and I still have not watched it because when it came out, I was very over her. So I just haven't watched it yet, but I still want to because I love the Hunger Games. I don't know. I haven't heard anything like great about it, so I just haven't seen it yet. Cat Mom, hi, how are you? Annette, welcome back. Oh, we did it. Okay, we finally caught all the tuna. Craft a miracle growth elixir. Okay, I can do that. A couple of those. Wrap up some royal tasks. Fish for perch in the forest. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go do that. Or do we not want to see me fish anymore? I haven't really been showing you guys anything. I'm so sorry. Oh, you know what? Let's go grab the cocoa real quick. Cacao. Once Upon a Time was so good. I loved Once Upon a Time. I was very into that show for sure. And I did really enjoy the whole Snow White story. I really loved that show as a whole. It was just so good. Until it got to like the last season or last couple of seasons, I think. I started to not be such a fan. The way they kind of like tried to start the story over again was a little bit weird, but overall I did very much enjoy that show. And if you didn't know, Snow White and Prince Charming in that show actually in real life got together. Wait, what did that say? Not an error, not enough items. Excuse me? Something's going on with my game, you guys. I don't know what's happening here. Sangria. Choked on tuna before. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to laugh at you. It's just the way that you said that. It was such a random thing to say. I have choked before. It is horrifying. It's like my worst fear, actually, is choking on food, or my kids choking on food. It's awful. You know, I haven't had tuna in a while. Kind of want tuna now. Yeah, I loved Once Upon a Time. I was so into that show. I watched it religiously. Yeah, I think I do. I think I might need to restart this game, which is so annoying because I just want to sell all this stuff. Let's give it a try. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart this. Let's just go to the title screen and see what happens. Hopefully I don't lose progress, but it said that it saved. Is she Judy Hopps? Is that who played Judy Hopps? Somebody was just talking to me about this, about who plays in Zootopia. I have no idea. Sangria margarita. I am so sorry. I'm glad that you survived. Oh my gosh, I could just imagine though. I choked on a freaking Burger King cheeseburger one time. I remember I was sitting at the table at my grandparents' house, and I was with my ex-husband at the time, and my cousin, and my cousin said something that cracked me up, and I started laughing, and I like sucked air in and started choking. I mean, like, I thought it was the end kind of choking, and like I was like waiting for someone to do the Heimlich maneuver, and everybody panicked and just like ran away. And so I struggled until I was finally able to get it out on my own. But like I was like, wow, I'm glad I didn't die because none of y'all were saving me. It was so bad. It's like the scariest moment of my life. Choking is the worst. And it's like, it's so stupid, right? Like, what a terrible thing to happen. Like, could you imagine, like, that's the thing that takes you out? Choking on your own food. The worst. Willie, welcome back. Sorry, we're talking about choking to death. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Spiders don't scare you. Spiders scare me, that's for sure. A spider isn't anything creepy, crawly, adjacent to a spider. Anything that is I don't know, sneaky and crawly like that, I just don't like it. Mm-mm. I really enjoyed the whole, like, Peter Pan, the whole Hook thing. Oh, I loved all of that. I loved Hook. He was obviously my favorite. Are they making a Zootopia too? Oh my gosh. I loved Zootopia. I thought it was great. Jennifer Goodwin. Yes, that's her name. She was Snow White in Once Upon a Time. So cute. I loved her so much. Wait, who was the actress? Was it Jennifer Goodwin or was it Rachel Zegler? Now I'm confused. Sorry. I'm reading so many different comments, I'm forgetting things. I think Sally is so cute. I know, me too. I have to ask, what do you, and not like about Dreamlight Valley. Oh, what do I like and not like about Dreamlight Valley? From my own experiences from early access to current. Wow. I mean, when I first saw this game was coming out, I originally thought it was a phone game because this game is very similar to a phone game. I think it's called Magic Kingdoms. It's the same idea. Like you start off in your own kingdom basically, and you're clearing the night thorns, and you're you know, collecting characters, and you're building the different houses and buildings, and you're collecting items, and it's like all the same kind of stuff but in a phone game form. So when I saw this, I thought it was just like another version of that same game, and that's why I didn't even bother with it right away. But then when I realized that it was a full-blown like game, I was like, oh my god, and I was so excited. And I love that about it, that it's an actual game, that it's not like one of these, you know, phone games that are just very repetitive and get kind of boring. So that's my favorite thing about it, I think, is that it's just like a legitimate game and it's all Disney, like 100% Disney. And I haven't had a game that was really like that. Because I loved Kingdom Hearts, but that's not like 100% Disney. And then, what was the other game that I was about to talk about? I loved Kingdom Hearts. The phone game was kind of meh. Oh, there was Disney Infinity, which I tried. I did not understand, did not like it. So I was like really, really excited to see that there was like a full-blown 100% Disney game where I could run around in my own little Disney universe. So I was very excited about that. What I don't love about the game, I don't necessarily love the way that they do the updates. I personally feel like they do too many updates in a year, and what happens is they rush to put things out, and then it's just riddled with issues. More so than other games that I've played that have updates like this. You'll have to tell me if that's just a typical thing, that games that get updated regularly have like tons and tons of issues, but like there's just so many issues with this game sometimes that that kind of is irritating to me. I don't like that. I don't like that, you know, they put out these updates and then they've got a ton of new problems. So I don't know if that's really answered your question, but that's something that I definitely would have to think about a little bit more. And I was thinking about doing like a year in review type video, since it is the end of the year, and just like kind of looking back on everything that has happened in Dreamlight Valley. I thought that would be kind of nice. So that'll give me an opportunity to think a little bit more about that question. Annette, you have a cold. I'm so sorry. We're still talking about choking. No. The snowy raccoon is so freaking creepy and weird. I think, is that who my companion is right now? I think I still have the snowy companion following me around, and he's so creepy and weird. Definitely not my favorite. There we go. Able to sell all that stuff, so that's good. Do I have... Give the Lion King his favorite gifts. I hate these ones where I have to give characters their favorite gifts. I have definitely not wanted to do those at all. All right. Sorry, let me catch up with you guys. Oh my god, Salty Cat has a cold too. Oh no. Okay, the whole thing about people swallowing spiders in their sleep, I also heard was a myth. So I've heard that you swallow spiders in your sleep, but I've also heard that that's a myth. So I don't know if it's true or not. I would like to think that it's not true. But I think about that. Jennifer Goodwin. That's what I thought. Carol, yeah. Magic Kingdom, like I tried. I played it for a little bit, but it was just boring. It's one of those ones where like you can only do so much and then you have to wait, you know, for things to like replenish and stuff or spend money, and like nobody wants to do that. At least I don't. That's for sure. Yeah, Disney Infinity, where you had to like buy the little figures and then you would have them in the game. I don't know. I could never figure that out. To me it was just like a sandbox game, and I don't know if it had like any actual objective. I don't know. I did not play it very much. Yeah, they probably do have a small development team, but I don't know why they push out so many updates, especially if they do these big expansions. Like I think one update a season would be fine if it was like more like a slightly bigger update, less issues. You know what I mean? And it gives them more time in between updates to fix problems. I just feel like that would be better because I mean, I don't know. I have blown through a lot of the content. Like I do like blow through it pretty quickly, but there are so many new players that get on this game and they're like, "Oh my god, there's so much to do." I mean, I can't even imagine starting over right now. It would be insane. It's only a myth if you want to be in denial. Maybe I do. Maybe I would just like to believe that I don't swallow spiders in my sleep. Ooh, an underwater DLC or bio. Yeah, I've always wondered if they were going to bring like Nemo characters. And I was like, well, how would they do that? Would it be like its own area where we would have to like turn into a fish or something? You know? Or we would like, I don't know, we would need something special to help us breathe underwater, and then we would be able to go there. It would be really neat. I don't know. I don't think that that's happening this year coming up, but it would be really neat. That's for sure. Yeah, so Disney Infinity, it was really neat. It was like a really neat idea. I just could not get it. I didn't know what to do. Like I was like, what do I do with these characters now? I just run around? Do whatever? I don't know. I don't think I knew what to do. And also, it's been probably like over 10 years since I played that game, so I really don't remember very much about it at all. See, Dan's like me and has arachnophobia. That's another good horror movie. The old arachnophobia. Which, I don't know, I feel like there was a new arachnophobia, but I don't know if I watched it or if it's out or what. Alexandro, hello, welcome. There were stories in Disney Infinity, okay. Lego Dimension also has Toys to Life thing. Yeah. Oh, it was like play sets had their own little stories. Okay. Wouldn't you choke on the spider? Ugh, I don't want to think about this, you guys. I don't want to think too hard about swallowing spiders in my sleep. They already have underwater characters in the game. You mean like the mermaids? Ugh, oh my god. And the thing about them is that they can come out of the water. Characters like Nemo, for instance, like what would you do with them? And I always wondered if they planned on bringing Finding Nemo characters to the game, because they gave us that Finding Nemo fish tank, but there are no fish inside of it. So I always kind of wondered about that. Michael, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And yes, I'm sorry we're talking about swallowing spiders. Talking about choking to death and swallowing spiders, which is not at all what I thought we'd be talking about today. Ew, oh my god. Oh yeah, we could turn into mermaids. Oh, that would be so cute. That would be really, really adorable. I would love that. Oh my god, that was a really hard part of Kingdom Hearts. Do you guys remember that? Turning into the mer people and having to swim around. I hated it. I was like, oh god, now I have to learn how to swim. How would Goofy and Mickey and other Valley members be walking around under the water with a diving helmet or something? Yeah, that's true. Would they even go into the underwater part, or would it just be strictly for underwater characters? Could also be a thing. You know? Because I highly doubt that they would have characters like Scar running around in there, swimming around. I don't know. Albino Tailgater. That is a name. Hello, welcome to the live stream. I'm doing really well. Had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas. Do I want to visit your valley? Yeah, I do. I feel like, I don't know when, I feel like I originally wanted my Discord to be a place where everybody could like visit each other, and you know, it would be a good place for the community to come together and all play together, me included. But I have totally neglected the Discord server. I just have not had enough time to make it a priority. It's a monster truck name? Did not know that. I don't know. They could add an entrance to somewhere, literally anywhere. They just, I mean, they could add it wherever they want. I would assume if we were gonna have an underwater area that we would enter it from like the beach or something. I would think. Remember when the game started, like in the very beginning, there was an area way over there where my waterfall is that I'm facing, where there was actually, that's one that I placed to there, but there used to be like a water area right there. And I'm wondering if that was originally the entrance to the mines and they moved it over here. I don't know, but it looked like it was going to be the entrance to something, and then they just took it away. They just got rid of it. Very interesting. I have not played Disney Speedstorm in quite a while. I was going to do it around Halloween time, and because they had a Nightmare Before Christmas update, I believe, around that time, and I did not. I didn't do it. So I haven't played it since, oh god, I haven't played it since the update before that one, I think. So I'm missing a lot of characters from over there. I'm missing a lot of stuff. Yeah. All the waterfalls, really, yeah. Oh, thank you, Cat Mom, for coming and being a part of the live stream. And I hope that you have a happy new year, too. Some characters could get a dream style for underwater. Yeah. Lots of possibilities. Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. I don't have Sally over there because I haven't played. Oh no. Alright, actually, let me look at my list here and see if there are any other questions that you guys gave me ahead of time. Okay, I answered those. What characters would I like to see in the game in the future? So that these questions that I have left over from the community post that I made, characters that I would really like to see, we are definitely getting some of them. So Jasmine is one that I really wanted. I desperately want to have Cinderella and Snow White in the game, mainly because I want to make like a princess village, just like all the iconic princesses. Let's see, who's missing? I mean, I know we're missing a lot. Pooh Bear would be really cute to have, like Winnie the Pooh. I'd love to have Lady from Lady and the Tramp. Who else do we need? There are so many characters. Definitely excited about Jasmine. Definitely excited for Alice. I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting Alice soon, too. This year. Coming up. Oh, you put Minnie and Mickey's houses next to each other? I know, that's so cute. Yeah, Speedstorm is very much just completely bogged down with microtransactions, and I was really not good at the multiplayer, like playing random people online, and I feel like sometimes it was very unfair, the people it would put me up against. And I just don't know if I have a chance at this point to like to level anybody up. I don't know, and things change every time I go on there. Everything is different. Pooh Bear and Tigger. Could you imagine how fun Tigger would be running around saying all of his Tigger lines? Ooh, Robin Hood too. Oh my god, I always forget about the rescuers. I liked that too, although they would be the teeniest, tiniest characters because they would be smaller than Remy. Remy, I lose that little guy all the time. Okay, let's see. If I could get... This one's only 10. It's really annoying how little reward you get for all this work. Oh, I can do the growth elixirs, I think, if I have enough material. It was just a regular one, right? Let's do 2 of those. Cook a perfect entree. Yeah, I feel like the matching system is really unfair. Yeah. I tried to play Animal Crossing. I played it literally one time and I made a video of me playing it for the very first time and immediately got bored and never touched it again. So I don't know what it is. Like a lot of these farming type games or games just like that, these like sim type games, I either love it or I cannot get into it. I know there's so many characters. It's crazy. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh would be so cute. Very, very excited to see him one day. Was it a 5-star entree? Was that what I needed to make? Let's see, do I have... No, definitely don't have all the stuff for that. I don't feel like going and shopping for things. Do I have stuff for this? Yeah, okay, here we go. We'll just make 10 of these. I like that they got rid of the animation thing. You can turn that on and off because it definitely takes a lot longer when you have to wait for that. I forgot the question too. What are we talking about? Wait, I wrote it down. Oh, what characters would I like to see in the future? Yeah. I think we covered a lot of them. Oh my gosh, characters from the Black Cauldron. That's an old one. Yeah, we definitely don't want to time travel in this game. Not good. Not good at all. The Emperor's New Groove. I forgot about it. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love that movie. I quote it randomly all the time. Just in my house. Black Cauldron is a good one. Well, now, hang on. Now I feel like I might be confused about the Black Cauldron. What is... Wait. I'm gonna have to look that up later. When you said it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. But now I'm like, do I? More mini games would be fun. Cause like I like the thing in Storybook Vale with the little puzzles. Those are fun. But what happens when you do all the puzzles? Cause I'm pretty sure like I haven't gotten very far. I haven't unlocked everything on Storybook Vale, but like eventually I'm gonna run out of puzzles. Then what? Then what do I do? Scrabble Coin or Scramble Coin, whatever it's called. I could live without that game. It's kind of fun, but like take it or leave it. Oh my gosh. Oh, Marvel characters in the Valley? Yeah, I don't know. Because I feel like they would look so much like... They would look so much like your character. Like your main character. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, I think I'm gonna get that gazebo because that was an expensive thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Yay! Let's put this gazebo in our valley. Ooh. I do not love this star path. I am not a huge fan of these items. I don't think that they're that pretty. I'm not into it. I will get the star path done. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna have some time in a couple of days to work on it, so I just have to power through, you know. This is nice. I do like gazebos in the game. Look at how much of a mess my valley is. My gosh. That's kind of a pretty background, huh? Yeah, you do have to read a lot. Sorry, it took me a second to understand your comment, but yeah, you do have to read a lot in this game. I don't know if there's like a way to have your computer like read it to you, what's on the screen, but I don't know. She looks so pretty. All right, next question. It says, what made you want to play DDV? And I think I already talked about this, the fact that it was a real game, not just like a phone game. It was like a full-blown game, and I hadn't had anything that really got me this excited for a Disney game since Kingdom Hearts. Like, Kingdom Hearts was the main thing that I played for that like Disney fix, and I was really very excited to have a full-on Disney game. Loved it. Oh, this question is kind of is really a difficult one. This one says, how do you balance work and family with an online job? And that is a toughie because I don't think I'm doing a very good job of that. It's tough because things are always changing. Like I feel like I was doing a much better job at it when I had first had my son and he was just a little tiny baby, and I had a very good schedule of like when I could do things. But even then I was very stressed out, you know, because it's stressful when you have a little baby. And now my issue is more so time. So like I want to be spending time with my kids, and like I'm home with my toddler all day, and so we do toddler things and I enjoy that. So YouTube has kind of, even though it's continued to grow, it's kind of I've got less time for it and I spend less time on it. But I think that, and I keep saying that I'm working on my office. As soon as my office is done, I'm going to be able to work at night, which will allow me to have, you know, more, the ability to make more content and be more consistent with it, I guess. Oh, thank you. Here's the thing. I try really hard not to compare myself to other creators, but there are a lot of other creators that do the exact same kind of videos that I do, but they don't have the kind of home life that I have. So, you know, I have a lot to do, and you know, I'm just in a different season of my life, and these other creators have the time and the ability to invest in hours and hours and hours back to back of playing and recording and editing and marketing and you know, being on the Discord and, you know, researching, and it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of things that you have to do to make these videos, and there are other creators that can just do it really quickly because they have that kind of time on their hands to do it. And that's not like meant to be an insult or anything. It's just I'm in a different phase of life, so I have children and, you know, I have a home and pets and just other things that I have to worry about and take care of. So I have less time for it. So I'm not able to put out as much content. I'm not able to put out as high of quality content as I would like, just simply because I don't have the time right now. But that, I mean, I'm sure that that will change as my son gets older and goes to school and stuff. I will have a lot more time to dedicate. So it's just, you know, and I am also very overly ambitious when it comes to stuff like this, and I have plans and ideas of multiple channels that I want to do, different types of content. I want to shift all of my members only content to a new platform and do a lot more over there. I just have a lot of ideas, a lot of plans, and a lot of different directions that I'm trying to go in, on top of doing the whole like mom life thing. So it's kind of a lot. Not really doing a great job of balancing it all, but I'm trying for sure. And I'm very grateful for the success that my channel has had, because, you know, it has been getting tougher to, you know, stay on top of it. Adult things. No, because I don't want that to sound like it's an insult to like other people that have the ability to make more of the content. I am in that like family phase of life where I have to take care of a little baby, and I want to do that. I don't want to take any time away from him. You know, like I'm not putting my kid in daycare so that I can do YouTube. It's just not the priority. But I am going to be spending more time at night working on YouTube as soon as I have this freaking office done. It's a lot of work renovating. Okay, let me try to catch up with you guys, because I was ranting for a minute there. Claire, no, just a lot of me just yapping away about random stuff. Yes, the weekly reset videos are ones that I have really clung to. Those are like my ones that I do not miss. This week I had to put it out on Thursday instead of Wednesday because it was literally Christmas Day, so I feel like that's acceptable. But I usually don't miss those videos, and I usually do at least one other video that's like news related, or, you know, about the next update or whatever. I try to stay on top of the news, but a lot of other people beat me to it. What do you need for the office to be done? Well, we're renovating it. My dad's actually helping with the renovation, so we're doing it ourselves. Like, we didn't hire anybody to do this. So when you do things yourself, it tends to take quite a while. And he's not able to be here all the time to help with it. So right now we've got, my office is going to be in our basement. So we've got walls framed out. We've got, all of the utility type stuff all moved around. We just need to do electrical, finish the walls, put the floor in, and then I can paint and move all my stuff in. Really, it's not going to take that long once the electrical stuff is done. After that, it's pretty smooth. Yeah, so I mean, it's not that I'm definitely not like a video every single day kind of person. I think doing a couple videos a week is fine over here. I just would like for them to be more consistent. Like I always post on Wednesdays, but my other video for the week kind of comes out whenever. I try to keep it on Mondays, but that doesn't always work out. Sometimes I'll post on a Friday. You know, it's just kind of like whenever I can get help or, you know, have the time. And I would like for it to be more consistent, and I would like to be able to spend more time like really making the video the quality that I would like for it to be before I put it out, if that makes any sense. Thank you. I appreciate all of the the encouragement. I really love making videos, and I like making different kinds of videos too. So like the gaming stuff, totally never thought that this is the kind of content that I would end up making. I have always been like a theme park person, so I always wanted to do like theme park vlogs. But I don't live in Orlando, you know, so I'm not like doing those are like the big time theme park vloggers, tend to live in Orlando. But I've always liked that. I've always liked organizing and stuff, so I always thought that that would be the stuff that I would make content about, and I have. It's just never like taken off really. And then I'm very, very much into like horror movies and stuff, and I really am into watching channels of people who like do tier lists of movies and just talk about new movies and all of that, and just like horror stuff in general, and like the conventions I go to and everything. So that's another thing that I'd really like to make videos on that too. But if I have other channels, it's like going to be once a week on those other channels, maybe. And so like it starts to add up. 2 videos on this channel, like 1 video a week on my horror channel, 1 video a week on my, you know, other channel about theme parks and stuff. Then it turns into me working every day for a long time every day. And it's a lot. Yeah, I have to put my little baby first because he's already 2, and I feel like the past couple of years have just like flown by. Like I barely remember anything. It's gone so fast. So I'm just like I'm totally fine with just being home and playing with the baby, because I mean, he's not gonna be a baby for much longer. He's already doing so much. Sea of Thieves. You know what's funny is that my brother wants to play a game called oh man, now I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Skull and Bones. We're gonna play that together. It's like an open world type thing. I think it's similar to that game, but I don't know. I never played either one, so we'll find out about that. I was thinking about my brother and I were talking earlier about doing a video of us playing the pirate game, the Skull and Bones game together. So that might be fun. Might do that. Am I gonna do one for New Year's? Like a video? I'm sure I was thinking about doing like a year in review type video, just going over like things that have happened in Dreamlight Valley over the past year. How big is the basement? Not a huge amount of space, but like we're definitely gonna have enough room for, like, my idea was to have my office and also have like a play area for the baby. That way I could, if I wanted to, do things that are more on the clerical side, like, you know, just emails and social media and stuff like that. I could work on that kind of stuff with him with me in the playroom, and he just needs a playroom because he has so much stuff. And then we're also gonna have like a little home theater down there too. So and a laundry room. So like it's I mean we're putting a lot. We're doing a lot. It's gonna be awesome. And I planned on sharing more about all of that with my members. So, which by the way, I keep talking about the memberships and stuff. There are memberships set up on my YouTube. If you want to check that out, it's on my. You could just go to the main channel page, but I want to share the renovations and stuff, and like the reveal of the office and things like that with you guys. So that's my plan when it's done. What am I looking forward to in the new year? Oh, I'm looking forward to, I have a lot of theme park things planned because we're theme park people. So we're going to some different places. I am looking forward to saving money this year because even though we are planning on going to like theme parks and stuff, we are actually cutting back on our spending quite a bit so we can save money this year. It's going to be our year of saving. I feel like every once in a while you have to do that. You have to like just cut back for a year and just save money. So we're going to try and do that this year. What else am I looking forward to? Just a lot of family things that we have planned to do. I'm really looking forward to the spring. Now that Christmas is over, I'm done. I'm done with winter. I would like for it to be spring now. Because I literally, the next 2 months are like the worst for me. Even though my birthday is in February, that's a good day, I guess. But outside of that, I could just totally skip January, February, and most of March. Do you like musicals, and have you seen Wicked yet? Oh my gosh. So I have not seen Wicked. I haven't gone to see the new movie. I did, however, see the original play or the show on Broadway in New York City 20 years ago with the original cast. And I wish I could go back in time and redo that because I don't know that. I mean, I remember being very, very into the show. I loved it so much. It was such an amazing experience to go to New York City and to see that kind of a show. Freaking amazing. And it was wonderful. And of course, like the original actresses and stuff, it was so good. And I remember it being so good and really enjoying it. But I don't think I really realized the scale of what I was seeing. Like, if I knew then how iconic that whole show was going to be, and that there was going to be a movie about it now 20 years later that everyone was going crazy over, I feel like I might have just like soaked it up a little bit more, but I do remember that being like an amazing trip. And I went with my best friend too, which is like so special because it's literally a show about friends. So I loved it so much. So I've been listening to the Wicked soundtrack for literally 20 years now. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that I like Wicked a lot. And I'm very excited to see the movie. I was a little worried about it for a while. I was kind of waiting until everybody else saw it to see if it's like actually good. Because I have the originals, in my mind, and I don't want to ruin that. So I was like, they better do a good job because I'll be real upset. Other than that, I like some musicals. I'm not like a huge like musical theater like nerd or anything, but I do enjoy musicals here and there. Wicked is like the one and only show that I actually like saw in New York City. And I've seen like a couple of other like smaller scale shows. How did you find out about DDV? For me, I found out about it through my friend. I started playing in March 2023. Oh, cool. I think I spotted it, like I spotted an ad or something for it. And I was like, yes, that is a game for me. And actually, I didn't buy it ahead of time or anything. Now I kind of wish I had. But at the time when it came out, it was like a couple weeks after it came out, I started seeing stuff about it, and I was like, ooh, I want to play that. So I just looked on the Game Pass, because we had an Xbox Game Pass at the time, and I was like, let me just see if it's on here. And it was, so I started playing it for free on there. And then after I made, I think, a couple of videos with a very rigged up, like, terrible filming setup, I then transferred up to the PC and I started doing everything on here. Yes, I'm done with winter. I do not like winter, like, at all. I like Christmas, and I like Valentine's Day. That's my birthday. But that's it. That's it. I would love for winter to just go away. honestly. It's just, I don't like it. I mean, I like the snow is pretty sometimes, but I don't love it. I don't really like playing in the snow. I don't like how uncomfortable it is. I don't like coming inside and having to deal with all of the wet shoes, and it's just not for me. Winter is not for me. Not a winter girly. Lady Dark Gaming. Oh my god, we're like the same person. I was a teenager when I saw Wicked. Yes, we were teens, and we went to New York City together, and it was wonderful, and I loved it. We also, it's so funny, that same friend, we actually, I feel like it was the same year even. We did a lot of traveling that year together. Like that, the couple of years, we were like 17, 18, 19, somewhere around there. We did a lot of traveling, and we went to Disney together as well. And then we did it again. We went to Disney again together. God, it was like 10 years later. So we're due for another Disney trip, I think. I should tell her that. Now I'm thinking about Wicked. Now Defying Gravity's in my head. Yeah, where I am, it's just like, it always feels like we get super deep winter, and then like spring is gone in a week, and then we have summer for like ever, and then fall is gone in a week. Like, that's what it feels like for me where I live. I love spring and I love the fall, and those are the seasons that go by the fastest for me. I've never, well, no, I have been to the West Coast. That's kind of a lie. Well, I don't know. I've been to, like, I've been to Hawaii. And so on the way back from Hawaii, I think, is when I had, like, I was at I was at an airport in California and then left. So, like, I didn't actually get to, like, see California. And then I was in Colorado and Oregon. So that's as far west as I've gone. Like, I haven't actually been, like, on the coast over there. But I'd like to. I have a friend that lives in California, and I know that she would cart me around to all of the touristy things if I ever made it over there. Which would be so fun. I love to travel. I would really love to go to a lot of places. It's just everything is so expensive. And then when you have kids, it's like, well, even more expensive. Ooh, it's been brutal in New York. Eesh. Yeah, I was in California, but I wasn't at the same time. I saw the inside of an airport, and I don't even remember which airport it was. But we were going from Hawaii to, I want to say Colorado. I can't remember if we did Colorado or Oregon, but we were going to one of those, so we had like a layover in California. Man, I want to go to Hawaii again. See, that was another thing. I went to Hawaii when I was like 18, and I don't think I really appreciated it. I mean, I appreciated it for sure. It was amazing and a cool experience. But I feel like I wish more that I was an adult when I went. Because mostly I just was very miserable from the humidity. I remember that. That's for sure. I would love to visit Disneyland, and my friend that lives in LA, I think she lives in LA. She would definitely go to Disneyland with me for sure. She's into it too. So I would love that. Oh, Claire, you're in LA. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I have no idea what airport I was in. I was like 18. So like I didn't care. I was just along for the ride. I went wherever they told me to go. So I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, I really want to go to Disneyland, and I want to do Universal over there too, because I've been to Universal Orlando a handful of times. I've been to Disney World a handful of times. Never been to the California parks. I know, Disneyland looks so fun. I mean, Disney World is way bigger. Like, there's a ton to do in Disney World. But I kind of really like the idea of Disneyland being kind of smaller and being able to do everything. But I'm not sure, like, what the crowds are like. I know that, oh God, if you go to Disney World, Orlando, or Universal at the wrong time, it is so bad. It's so crowded. And it just makes it unbearable. I feel like I'm at a point in my life now where, like, if I have to stand in line for something, I don't want to do it. If I have to wait in a long line, if I have to wait an hour for a 30-second ride, it's not worth it to me. Like, no thanks. My birthday is Valentine's Day. I was almost born on Friday the 13th, but I wasn't. She had me early in the morning on Valentine's Day. Oh my God, my little cheeks are getting hot. Oh my gosh, you guys, we've been on here for almost 2 hours. And I have done, like, very little in this game. Yeah, Disneyland was the first park, that's for sure. Yep. Oh wow, yours is February 20th? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to look up your channel when we get off of here. We got lucky in November for wait times at Disney World. Yes, I feel like Disney, like in Orlando, the best time I ever had there was when I went in October. Or was it Disney that I went in October? No, I went to Universal in October. That was the absolute best. It was so good. Weather-wise, the crowd levels were kind of like meh. But when I went to Universal, I stayed at one of the resorts on property that gives you a fast pass, like an express pass thing. So we had express pass, like unlimited for all of the rides. So like we were able to walk on everything. It was freaking amazing. If I ever went back to Universal, that I would do that again because that was wonderful. But Disney, I went in May for during like the Star Wars stuff, like the beginning of May. That was really good. But I planned every day down to the hour. I planned what rides we were gonna go on. Like I had everything planned out. So it went smoothly because I think I had so many plans. But now Disney's so weird about the way that they do things with their rides and their fast passes and their lightning lanes and their genie and all this crazy stuff now that makes it so hard to plan. I don't even know. I don't even know if I would want to do all of that. And it's so expensive right now. I'm not even thinking about going to Disney, at least not with the kids until for a couple more years. A few more years probably. Yeah, we've been having a good little hangout session here. It's awesome. Disney movie I watched a lot as a kid. Yours is The Little Mermaid. I think, yeah, I definitely watched The Little Mermaid. I loved it. I was very much into The Lion King and Aladdin, The Little Mermaid. I watched Cinderella a lot. Like, definitely all of those classics I watched a lot. And I listened to all the soundtracks, and I remember that. I remember listening to the Aladdin soundtrack in the car with my mom. Have fun with your fishing game. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, we're going to have to wrap this up in a couple of minutes. Expensive at Disney right now. It will never be cheaper and only get more expensive at Disney. Really? Well, the last time I went was probably like 10 years ago, something like that. And I was looking at prices recently for Disney, and it's like 4 times as much as what I spent the last time I went. So it's insane for a family of 4 to stay on property, to do, to do all the things. It is so expensive. It is very expensive trip. You could do a bunch of much smaller trips to other places for the same cost as Disney. Now, I have thought about doing a Disney cruise because those are priced a little bit better, and they are extremely family friendly. So I've definitely thought about doing that. I would love to do a Disney cruise. I've never done a cruise in my life. I do get seasick, motion sickness, so I would have to really, really prepare for that. But I would love to do a Disney cruise. They look so fun. Of course, you don't get the rides and stuff, but it still looks really fun. Yeah, a lot of people with families have definitely said, like, Disney cruises are the way to go. If I was going to do a cruise, it would be a Disney cruise. For sure. But yeah, and Disney, like, the thing about the price with Disney is that there's also seems to be a lot added on that you have to pay for now that you never used to have to pay for. Just like the whole, like, Genie Plus and the Fast Pass thing. Like, when I went when my older son was young, because I took him when he was like 4, it was free. The fast passes were free. You could schedule 3 rides per day, like 60 days ahead of time. So like, I was at home 2 months before we went, like planning out which rides we were going to ride, setting up the fast passes, making all my reservations, because you can make the dinner reservations and all of that. And like, I had everything like planned out and ready to go, and it was amazing. But now looking at it, I get so overwhelmed. I'm just like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, I'd have to take a lot of Dramamine for a Disney cruise for sure. Just be really careful about it. Yeah, I know Disney has lost a lot of money, but I think that the parks, like, they still get a ton of traffic. Like, I think it's the same. I went to Universal in 2021, and it was like the beginning of 2021, and like, everything was still going on. Like, you were still having to wear masks, and like, it was still like a whole thing. I remember we had to get our temperature taken every time we entered and left the hotel. It was like a whole thing, and that was the most crowded I had ever seen Universal in all the times that I went. It was unbelievable how many people were there. It was at capacity. So I definitely don't think that there's any lack of people paying to go to Disney. So I feel like that's why it's continued to be expensive. What's my favorite modern Disney movie? You know what's so funny is that, like, there are movies that I forget how old they are. Because, like, when you said a modern one, I'm thinking, like, Frozen. Like, Frozen's been out for so long. But, like, that's the one that comes to mind. Happy New Year, Chuck. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful New Year. Yeah, it's so funny that Disney, they announced their like villains area of their park that they're gonna make now that Universal has Epic Universe, which I would freaking love to go to Universal to see the Epic Universe. It looks so awesome, and I love Halloween Horror Nights there, so I really want to go to Halloween Horror Nights. It's like my next big thing that I want, like big trip. If I was gonna spend a lot of money, it would be going to Universal and doing that and staying at the nice resort that gives you the express pass. But yeah, this has been a very lovely time hanging out with all of you, but it is 5 o'clock now, so I do have to get off of here. But I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. Sorry I didn't do very much in the game, but I hope that I answered everybody's questions. Thank you so much to those of you who left me questions in the community post. And yeah, you guys can find my other channel, my horror channel, on my main JamieGames channel down at the bottom in the featured channels. My memberships, all of that good stuff, all my socials and everything is linked on my main YouTube channel. So yeah, sorry, it's 5 p.m. where I am. I don't know what it is where you guys are, but 5 p.m. here, which means that I need to go hang out with my family. Carol, thank you so much for being here. You're such a big supporter, and I love you so much. Claire, thank you so much for coming. I hope that you all have a lovely New Year's. It's going to be such a fun day and night. Yes, I thought I put on the community post that it was Eastern Standard Time was what I was doing. I usually do. Maybe in my video I didn't say it correctly, but I did do a community post within everything. And I do try to have it scheduled as upcoming, so you can click notify me, and it'll give you like an alert when I go live. And you're so welcome. Thank you guys for coming. All right. Oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock where you are, Carol. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, you guys. I will see you again very soon. Thank you for coming. I love you all. Goodbye. If I can figure out how to end the stream.